Alrighty guys, I'm sure you guys have all seen the news on the JP side of Phantom Parade. Sukuna, okay? That is clearly FUGA Sukuna, okay? So, is he coming soon? Or is it a while away? Find out today before we get any further, please. Black flash levels of content, and let's go. Alright, so as you guys can see, it says on the 8th of the 19th, which is, you know, the 19th of August, the new 12th chapter of the main story is going to come out with FUGA Sukuna on the front, right? And I don't want to get too excited, okay? Because even though this does confirm him, you know, to be very soon, I don't think he'll be the unit straight away, okay? Let me explain, okay? So, remember, go back to like a couple months ago. It's on global right now, but there was a Shibuya Gojo character that got shown in this similar situation, and there's like clearly still no Shibuya Gojo, you know, like feral Gojo, whatever you call it, right? That's still not a thing yet, right? So I think it's a waste, honestly, if they do Sukuna now. You know, you could see a lot of people saying, oh, you know, he won't be Annie, you know, he's gonna be standard pool. Trust me, this dude will not be standard pool. If he is, cool, you know, I'm all for it, but I don't think so, right? But the Choso thing, right? This was the you see, that's 11, that's 12. This was the one chapter before, right? And this chapter, about 2 weeks after they showed this, they showed Choso, okay? So you know, that Gojo argument could be invalid, but I don't think, again, they're gonna waste a monthly character slot on Sukuna. You know, there's obviously a lot more hype guys out there they can do, you know, for Annie, which is Sukuna, right? So overall, I don't think he'll be out, you know, in the next couple of weeks. I reckon he's definitely 1 million, 1 trillion% gonna be an Annie character. If I had to guess personally, I made a video already. I might follow up with a whole separate video with a little tier list again, but I think it's going to be probably FUGA Sukuna, and then either reanimated Toji, I'd say, or a Maharaga Megumi, or honestly what I thought was Annie could have been a Megumi and Toji Annie, because it makes sense, because it was Yuji and Gojo with the skins. Toji and Megumi would have been really cool, right? But I think Sukuna will be in there somewhere. If not, he could be like before, obviously, but that's besides the point, right? What color will he be, okay? Obviously, rule out blue straight away. We already have a blue Sukuna. They've clearly, in Phantom Parade, never doubled up on types on SSRs. They always pick the new type, right? So, say for example, we get a Megumi for Annie, right? Who's going to be Maharaga or whatever, right? Bunny Escape, Maharaga, whatever. He's guaranteed going to be red because there's Megumi here, Megumi here, Megumi here, and no Megumi here, okay? So my boy's guaranteed red. But how about Sukuna, right? So there's blue, okay? As we can see, he's clearly there. He's like the main DPS, whatever. Green, okay? I'd say green is probably very unlikely. They've just spammed green, like, you know, like DPS and even support on us recently. You know, Choso's a hybrid, but his damage is so good. He's, you know, like a borderline DPS anyway. Bro, he can easily main DPS. And then there's also High Gojo, Muta, and Shoko, right? So there's so much premium green units that have come out recently. He's probably not going to be green. My guess is guaranteed red or yellow, okay? So with red, we haven't really gotten a main DPS in a while since Mei, right? And a JP, Mei was a couple months ago, so that is probably a plausible gap. They just released a new slot 3 in Nanami. He can slot 4, but slot 3 is probably the best spot for him. And Sukuna in a slot 4 with a FUGA, I'd say will fit perfectly, you know, on the red team. Because I think we're getting sick of using Yuta. And if you have an SP buff to Nobara, there aren't really much other options besides Toji, right? So I think red is very likely. But then we come to yellow, okay? And if you guys can see yellow, we are very bare bones with yellow DPS right now. I think it's probably the worst type right now. Not because it's got like crap units, but I feel like there just isn't that abundance, right? Like say green, for example. You got Choso, Shoko, Gojo, Muta, Megumi, you know, Saki, Geto, Mahito, Hot Purple, even Yuji. They're all top tier, right? And then yellow, you have, okay, Nobara, who's debatable because she got SP buff. She's, you know, good, right? Megumi's obviously good. Mekamaru's SP buff is, you know, solid, I guess. Nami's, you know, solid. Gojo good. Yaga good. Zonji good, but I think he's kind of inaccessible right now. If you're, you know, obviously didn't go on his rerun banner. And Shoko is, she's, standard pool, but she might as well be limited because she's not going to come back for ages, right? So I think yellow does definitely need a new, nice damage dealer who can not only damage, but kind of like sustain themselves, buff themselves, all sorts of that, right? So I think, honestly, Sukuna will be a yellow character. I think the type needs it so badly, and I think it's, yeah, to me, it just makes sense. But yeah, I'd say yellow, like, definitely. And then if they drop the new Megami, obviously he'd be red. And then if they went reanimated Toji, I don't know why, I get blue vibes from him. But if I could pick, I wouldn't mind him on yellow as well. Because I did like how on the 1.5 Annie, how they gave Shoko and Gojo the same type. Kind of have to use them together. Well, you don't have to, but they made for each other, right? So I think releasing characters in pairs like that does good for the team, because green's set right now, and I'd say blue's still set because we have Geto, Momo, Inumaki, Sukuna, who are just leagues above the rest, and then Jogo as well, right? And even Kamo is really good now, so SP bots are really good, obviously, for that kind of stuff. But I think yellow is still the, I think the clearest choice, right? So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Sukuna is coming, boys. I wouldn't say right now though. If it is right now though, I'm very happy to get proven wrong. But my cubes need a rest. Please, game, don't release him now. I'm begging. But that's all for me. Remember to sub and black flashlight button, road to 1K. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.